Hi friends, welcome back to Inspo English. I am Xavier KS, your English teacher. Friends, we started the discussion on non-finite verbs. Just for your information, I just said what's a finite verb and then came to non-finite verbs. And I said there are three types of non-finite verbs, and they are the infinitive, participle and gerund. Then we came to the infinitives. The infinitives can further be divided into three. They are to-infinitive, bare infinitive and passive infinitive. And we started discussing the uses of to-infinitive, and we have already covered three uses, and they are to-infinitive can be used as the subject of a verb, as the object of a verb, and as the complement of a verb. Now let's come to the fourth one, that is the uses of to-infinitives. Okay. So as I said, they can be used as the subject, object and complement. Now we continue with the discussion. Uses of to-infinitive continued. Fourth one. They can be used as adjective qualifying the noun. Adjective qualifying the noun. See the example. That was a great spectacle to see. You know, spectacle is a noun. And to see is the infinitive. And here, this infinitive is used to qualify the noun spectacle. So that is the fourth use of an infinitive, to-infinitive. Okay. Now the fifth one, it is used to modify the verb and adjectives. That means it can be used to modify both the verb and adjectives. The first one is an example to show how the to-infinitive can modify a verb. The guest rose to leave. Rise, rose, risen. You know, rose is the verb and to leave is the infinitive, and this to leave is used here as to modify the verb rose. And the second one, as we said, to modify adjectives. The girls are anxious to leave. The girls are anxious to leave. Here, anxious, you know, it is an adjective, isn't it? So, to leave is the to-infinitive, and anxious is used as a modifier to the to-infinitive, to leave. And now coming to the sixth use of to-infinitive, can be active or passive. That means it can be used in the active voice and the passive voice. To play, you know, that is active voice, a verb in the active voice. To be played, that is in the passive voice. So to-infinitive can be used in the active voice and in the passive voice. Another example, to write, active, to be written is in the passive. Okay, now the seventh and the last use of to-infinitive. In some cases, adverbs intervenes between the infinitive and its sign to. See the example. I wish to really understand. We always have a tendency to say, I really wish to understand. I really wish. No, that's not correct. You should say, I wish to really understand the matter. Some modern grammarians justify the other use, but as students, as learners, I think better you follow this rule. I wish to really understand. That means to. The adverb intervenes. That means comes between the sign of the infinitive, that is to, and the verb that is bare infinitive, understand. Okay, to is here and the verb is here. In between comes the adverb really. Okay, these are the 7 uses of to infinitive. They can be used as the subject of a verb, object of a verb, and complement. Then it can be used as an adjective qualifying the noun. Then it can be used to modify the verb and adjectives, and it can again be used in the active and passive voice at the same time. Then in some cases adverbs intervenes, that means intervenes between, that comes between the infinitive and its sign to, the sign of to infinitive is to, so it comes, adverb comes in between to and the verb. Now what we are going to discuss is the use of bare infinitive. Not just one use, there are many uses. Okay, let's go to that. Bare infinitive. The word itself reveals the meaning of it. Bare, naked, nothing attached, okay, uncovered. Things like that. Bare infinitive. That means the infinitive without to. Here it is in that sense. Infinitive without to. Used like an ordinary verb without to. That means to won't be found here in the bare infinitive. Uses. After auxiliaries. Auxiliary verbs. Shall, may, can, could. Such auxiliaries are there. See, the I shall come. I shall come. Here we don't say I shall to come. No. Or he may to go. No, that's wrong. It is bare infinitive. I shall come. Then he may go. You need not. Here a negative is also there. In that case, it comes between the auxiliary and main verb. Okay, so you need not borrow. You need not borrow. Here, these auxiliaries here. That is modal auxiliary need is there, and borrow main verb is there, and it is used without to. Then coming to the second one, after some principal verbs like watch, see, let, make, hear, behold, dare, know, etc., we don't use to. See the example. Let him do it. Let him to do it. I think we have a tendency to say like that. Let him to do it. No. Let him do it. We hear them shout. We hear them shout. We don't say we hear them to shout. No. Then the teacher made him recite the poem. In the second one, we are not much likely to say add to. But here you see, we have a tendency. The teacher made him to recite the poem. We may say, but that's a wrong expression. It should be the teacher made him recite the poem. So made, I just gave 2-3 examples only. There are many verbs noted here. Watch, see, let, make, hear, behold, dare, know. Yes. How dare you come here? Okay, how dare. You don't say how dare to come here now. Then let's go to the third use of bare infinitive, and that is after would rather, better, had better. Okay, these 3 expressions. After this, we don't use to. I would rather walk, okay, than go by a bicycle or something like that. I would rather walk. You don't say I would rather to walk. Then you had better. This is an often repeated sentence. We often use it. You had better consult a doctor. You seem to be very sick. Okay, sickly. You had better consult a doctor. You had better consult a doctor. It's here. Okay, I would rather walk. You had better consult a doctor. Better go and meet him. Better to go and meet him. No. So that's an example for bare infinitive after would rather, better, had better. And fourth one, after some prepositions like except, but, etc. See the example. She can do everything except dance, not except to dance. So except is the preposition here, except dance. We don't say except to dance. Then another use of bare infinitive is written as to infinitive. Bare infinitive can be rewritten as to infinitive. See, she can dance. Then we add something there. She is able to dance. She can dance. So it is rewritten with to infinitive, that is not bare infinitive but to infinitive, to plus verb. She is able to dance. Here, to dance. But here it is, she can dance. This is bare infinitive, example for a bare infinitive used after an auxiliary. Then, let him come. That also can be rewritten with to infinitive. Allow him to come. Let means allow, give permission, like grant permission. Let him come. Allow him to come. And another one is bare infinitive after some other expressions, some general things. Okay. For example, she will probably object. She will probably object. This is an probably. That word comes between. She will probably object. Then I may as well start at once. As well is used here. I may as well start. We don't say I may as well to start or she will probably to object. No. So these are the 6 uses of bare infinitive, that is infinitive without to. Now what remains is the third item of the the second item of the list, and that is gerund, and I will be back with it very soon. Till then, goodbye and thank you. Hope the session is useful to you. Please watch the video. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and support. Thank you.